Hey, it's the Circle of Hope Pastors. We have this semi-regular video cast where we're answering questions that people ask us. And we hope that it's stimulating and helpful for those who are curious or those who are wondering about us, or maybe even those who are connected to us already. The question at hand today, what do I do with God's demands? Rachel's going to get us started.
I was thinking about this because someone recently said to me, why do I have to worship with other people when I want to just do it by myself at home? So I think that is one of those demands, quote unquote, that we see in the Bible, that it's a real thing, that the gospel calls us to this communal life, not an individual spirituality. And I'm not even sure that an individual spirituality is possible. So I don't know, we what we do with God's demands, except we try it out, we practice. It's practice, not perfection.
And I'm really into the perfection. So what I do with God's demands, full like disclosure, is I get crushed by them. Or I'm tempted to get crushed by the demands. Like I have to meet them all the time and I have to like reach some standard. But you know, God's standard for me is love. The story I thought of real quick, I probably don't have time to tell, but I'm wearing a new shirt that my friend Dakota made. Met him at Camden County Community College, and he basically demanded that I buy this shirt. And I could have been, come on, Dakota, like why are you like making me buy this shirt? Like I like you and all, but like your company, like I like that it says like WBNJ. It says West Berlin, New Jersey.
We can see
it. Man, you should be close.
I just like that. I like that, but most of all, I like Dakota, and I want to have like a relationship with him, and I want to support what he's passionate about. And I think that's the kind of like more like, of course, like you could get into like this consumer thing with God, and I could get into a consumer thing with Dakota. But for me, I'm not going to make it about like I have to buy your shirt because like you're not going to be my friend if I don't. I'm going to buy your shirt because I love you and I want to be connected to you and West Berlin, New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm with that. I love that love that you're talking about, and that relational connection. Jesus said he's talking to people who are weary and weak. And he says, come to me if you're weary and burdened. I'll give you rest. His burden is light. His yoke is easy. I think the invitation that Jesus offers us is to find rest in him. And so if you feel weighed down by demands, Jesus is a good person to relate to, but it's easy to make the church a demand because we're surrounded by demands all the time from our employers, from the government, from the kind of market, from the notifications on your phone. Everything can become a demand that you have to respond to. And so rather than forcing God into that category, try to receive the freedom and the invitation. If you're doing this out of obligation, my recommendation is not to do it. Be free in Jesus. Yeah,
I think it's a pretty good word by you, Sheed. I don't think God is very demanding personally. The invitations of life, the invitations of health, come to me in a gift and in an opportunity. But the demands I experience are usually ones that I figure out how to make. Like I can make an invitation to dinner feel like a demand because I think like the relationship is insecure or there's something at stake, as opposed to like it's an opportunity to have a good time. And the other night when people at one of our meetings of leaders were talking about a concept called meeting fatigue, I get that too, and I feel it sometimes. But the meeting fatigue is usually either a sense of I lost inspiration for why I'm doing it, or the other thing is that the meetings aren't organized well and they're kind of random. And I think both of those things I need to personally work out in order to be part of a team, in order to be part of a family in a healthy way, to be part of a community, to be a leader and a person who wants to lead a generative life.
Thanks, Joshua, and thanks for the whole team here for talking about this. There's more to say, and I hope that this will stimulate further dialogue, maybe in your cells. you could conceivably you could also comment on this, and we could engage that way if you feel like doing that. But if you like this and you want to share it, go ahead. Tell your friends about it. If you have more questions that you want answered and you find that this medium is helpful, send them over. We'd be glad to answer them. So I'm glad to do this, and I'm grateful that you even watched. So God be with you. See you next time.